Welcome to Girls Can Do Anything Kakadu edition, when we're doing a several day trek through Kakadu. Just to clarify, I've never even done a single overnight trek before, so this is a new adventure for me. Got my backpack on, going with a few friends who actually know what they're doing, but we're just keen to give it a crack. About 5 kilometres in today, first hike, first day. These are green ants' nests. So you can see lots of green ants in there with their green bums. Different to the green ants down south that give you an awful sting. These guys sting you, but they're not too bad. A little green ant there, green ant bum. Eat that. It tastes like sour apple. Alright, we've been trekking a couple of kilometres upstream for day 2. We're about to go off into the bush to hopefully see some rock art. Out of respect, I won't be filming any of it, but I'll let you know what we find when we see it. Yeah, there was such diversity in the drawings there, dating back so far 20,000 years. There was even a picture of a thylacine, or a Tasmanian tiger, which roamed this area until about 6,000 years ago when the dingoes were introduced, as well as extinct kangaroos. Amazing artwork. Alright, this is our campsite for day number 2. We found this nice flat spot here, lots of room for tents. I'm going to pitch mine here and I'll show you what my pack consists of. Now, it's about 15 kilos. I weigh about 60, so you want to keep it down to about a quarter of your weight. Alright, so I've got a hiking tent. This weighs less than 2 kilos. This is a 2-person one. A lot of people just have single ones. This is a solar charger for my phone, and torch, towel, toilet paper. This is a pillow, inflatable pillow. I was sneaky and bought a chair. This is a chair, it folds out. It's probably about a kilo. I probably could have done without it, but it's comfort. This is a mattress that self-inflating, and my sleeping bag. And then in here, this is my clothes and toiletries. It's basically one spare set of clothes, that's it, and a jumper. And then up the top here, I've got food. This hike's only for 4 days, so this is all food in here. We're sharing meals, so I don't have to cook any meals, dinners on this one, so the rest is just lunches, so everything's just pre-packaged, things that are easy. And then things like a torch and some Aerogard, and you've got a bowl and that kind of stuff, and that's it, and a couple of water bottles. Every night we've camped by water so that we've got somewhere to drink from and somewhere to swim. Way down there behind me is a lovely swimming hole. And the amazing thing about this whole area is it really doesn't take much to find some Indigenous art. Like, many of the rock faces have a drawing here or there, or even underneath if you look underneath. Some of them, there's one over behind me, somewhere over here, that's got a big drawing underneath it. So there are those big galleries, but there's like heaps of rocks that just have pictures drawn, and it's just so amazing to think that they're thousands and thousands of years old. It just blows my mind. All right, we're on the third day and there's just two of us going for a walk. We've got a map and a compass. We're going about 2 kilometres north of well, actually about 3 kilometres north of our campsite to try and find a special art site that the artwork is actually made with some resins as opposed to painted. So hopefully we can find it, but you know what, we'll give it a crack. There's no actual track that we're following, we've just got a compass and this is what we're walking through. Right, going this way. Seem to have made it to our mystery location. There's some rock formation over the back. Now to try and find the actual art site, that's the next challenge. Which is like, morning, it's day 4. So yesterday we had a big adventure. So we found the rock place that we were meant to find. We scouted around for about an hour, then realised we were in the wrong spot. We had to go about 100 metres further away, but we couldn't see that. The trees, like just with 100 metres, you couldn't see the next spot. So my trekking partner climbed to the top of the rock escarpment and could see the next lot of rocks over. We went over there and we found exactly what we were looking for, which is this indigenous artwork with dots of like resin or gum that's been applied to the rock. Apparently, I think it's something like 6,000 years old, so still massively old, but not as old as the 20,000-30,000 year old ones. And then some other rock painting with some white clay, which is about 1,500 years old. So we found it, which was amazing, and then we had to trek all the way back, about 4 k's back. It was a bit further than we thought, so it was about a 9k round trip just for that little adventure. But we found it. I had another little adventure this morning, I'll show you. I was down here at this wonderful rock pool here, having a swim, absolutely stark as naked, with just me and nature. Absolutely amazing. Anyway, I was chilling in there, and then who should pop his head up over here and look straight at me? It was this beautiful dingo. Scared the crap out of me. Never got dressed so quickly in my life. Popped my head up, made sure there were no other dingoes around. It was just the one, thankfully, and he was probably more scared of me, but it was a nice little encounter and not too dangerous, thankfully. We're saying goodbye to our awesome camp, packed up again, and now it's time to trek back downstream. I think we're going to visit some more sites again today, find one more camp on the way back down, stay overnight, and then we'll leave this area of the park and we're going to move on to a whole different section tomorrow. To give you a bit of an idea of what we're trekking in, it's right at the end of June and the temperatures are in the low 30s at the moment. At night time I think it's getting down around 20. It's still pretty sweaty when we're going to sleep. So today's overcast, which is awesome, makes it a little bit cooler, but it's still very sticky and steamy. Yesterday when we were off on that hike to find the secret art site, the sun was beaming down. It was stiflingly hot, so lots of water, sticking to the shade as much as we can, but it is hot and steamy, and this is pretty much the only time you can walk here. It's only open for like 6 weeks because otherwise it's just too hot.